Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. We are still in PODmas for the month of December. There will be 31 episodes this month. So make sure that you are subscribed and you share these podcasts with people, because I'm dropping some nuggets around here, okay? And gems, or whatever you want to call it. And I tell you, a lot of people have been emailing me. A lot of people have been sending me messages like, wow, I really like this series. I've actually had a couple of companies, contact me wanting to do collabs. And I'm like, what? So I love this daily PODmas situation that I'm doing. I actually love it quite a bit. So I may even keep it going into 2022. I can't make any promises, but I'm feeling like this is going to be a thing. So, all right. So today's subject matter that I want to cover is grace. We have all heard this word. We all know the song Amazing Grace. This word is used all the time, but I want to look at it from the perspective of giving yourself grace. All right. We're used to extending grace to people, but sometimes we got to extend grace to ourselves. So I have a couple of points about extending grace to yourself. The first thing is, you don't have to be perfect. Be authentic. Be your true self. I know that's hard to do on social media. When you see all these Instagram perfection and models and all these people that seem to have this perfect life, but sometimes they're unraveling in the background and you don't know until something really serious happens, or, people do harm to themselves because they're so unhappy. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. We are not a perfect people. Be yourself and be authentic. Even if it's left, be authentic, because people will be able to, it'll resonate with people. People will be able to they'll be able to connect with you. It resonates with people when you are your authentic self. All right? So be real. Second thing is, you can make mistakes. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. There's nothing wrong with even making bad decisions. Now, there's some more serious bad decisions and more serious mistakes that could get you into trouble. But I'm just talking about the everyday things that you may not have known better and you made a mistake. Or sometimes you walk into things that you knew better, but you did it anyway because you're like, I'm going to do what I want. And it didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to. But you knew that from the beginning, but you just had to push the envelope. Give yourself grace to make mistakes. Forgive yourself for bad decisions that you made, because those things can hang on to you for the rest of your life. And sometimes it disrupts your family life, your personal life, your work life, whatever it is. Let go of those mistakes. Let go of those bad decisions that you made. Now, sometimes mistakes and bad decisions do lead to long life consequences, but own it. Take accountability for it. And give yourself some grace for those things that you may have done that shouldn't have been there in the beginning, right? So extend yourself some grace with that. The next thing is, you don't have to do everything. I see that so much. Again, on social media, people are constantly trying to make it seem like they do everything. They're everywhere with everybody. They're doing collabs that they have no business doing collabs with. You ever see a collab and you're like, you know what? This is foolishness right here. This don't even belong. This is not going to go down well. And 6 months after the collab happens, it crashes and burns and you're like, wow, see, we all saw that coming. You have to give yourself grace. That you don't need to do everything. You can't be everything to everybody. You can say no. And I said this on a podcast many moons ago. No is a complete sentence. That's it. Okay. Next thing, never feel bad about taking time for yourself. Me time, whatever the phrases that you want to use, self-care, whatever it is. If you feel burnout coming on, and even before you feel burnout coming on, if you feel burnout coming on, it means you're already gone too far. So make sure that you take time out for yourself and don't feel bad about it. Definitely be responsible in the way that you do it. But if you feel anything that's not going to be good for your self-care, your mental health, take time out for yourself and do not feel bad about it. All right. The final thing is that every single day I wake up and I want to be better than the day I was before. Right. So I do something every single day that I will be proud of. Do something every single day that you would be proud of for you. You know what I'm saying? Try to impress, instead of trying to impress the world, impress yourself every single day. Do something every day that just makes you feel amazing. It could just be an accomplishment of some kind. If you know you're a writer, write a new chapter in that book to come every single day. Something that you can look back and be proud of. If you're supposed to be working out and you got a regimen, complete that regimen. Something that you can be proud of. So the first thing, nobody is perfect. Be your authentic self. The second thing, don't beat up on yourself because you made a mistake or a bad decision. The third thing is you can't be everywhere doing everything. The fourth thing is do not feel selfish for taking time for yourself. And the fifth thing, do something every day that would make yourself proud. So extend yourself some grace. And also, when you do have those hiccups in your life, be accountable. I feel like that's a form of giving yourself grace. Be accountable so that you can extend yourself the grace that you need to be able to move on into your next season, situation, job, whatever it is. Because the one thing that we do is we beat up on ourselves so much, we don't extend ourselves that necessary grace, and sometimes we stay festering in this mistake that we made or bad decision that we made, and we can't even really move forward in our lives. And that is one thing that I had to learn for myself seriously, especially in the last 10, 11 years. I really had to sit down, slow down, really, is what it was. I had to really slow down and extend myself some grace. All right. So hopefully you guys will get something out of this. I hope that these podcasts have been helping you. Like I said, we're going to keep this going all December because I feel like this is something that would be great to re-listen to in January. I think that all of these things, especially I have certain things that I want to do towards the end of this month that I think will be very helpful going into 2022. I can't even believe we're going into 2022. This is crazy. But here we are. So remember to extend yourself grace every single day. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you today. Keep the party going. Please share this podcast. Click the little share icon and share it out to your email list. Share it out to your social media. Subscribe. Please subscribe. I have subscribers from literally all over the world. And I think my next episode, I may give a rundown of all the different countries that this podcast touches, because it's amazing to me. And I'm just so glad that we have like this connection all over the world. So connect with me on social media. My most active social media is Instagram, and you can find me at Onyx Queen Media. And if you want to send me an email, feel free, info@onyxqueenmedia.com. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With 1 click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.